And whilst that does its thing, I'm going to post in Discord and on Twitter. Oh. I thought it would be nice, you know? People would know we're doing this. Yeah. Oh, I saw Seamstress's tweet. Oh, I wonder if it's your what is it? Your threshold, your noise gate. Yeah. Yeah, you are doing it a bit for me as well, so. We'll just get the technical difficulties out of the way now, right? Nope, you sound good. Um I'm very excited to report that we actually do have our overlay. Wait, we what? This is so weird. Yeah, okay, so I wonder if okay. Hey Harem, by the way. Harem, if you could confirm that all three of our voices this morning sound good, that would be lovely. Hey Lucas. I know Bob Ross streams, it's wonderful. I'm going to put the MT link in there for you, even though, of course, you can see currently 3 screens. This way, you'd be able to support all 4 of our streams. Um, but I think I discovered the issue with the overlay. I think Prism has updated it so that things or elements that go over the video no longer appear over but are under. Because I'm looking at the screen now and Seamstress shows up, but our names don't. So you know that little backup plan we had in OBS for the names? Let's enable those. Boom, boom. And maybe knowing that that is the thing, then we will maybe want to later on actually get the same font. That'd be cool, so we could match the Stardew font. Harem says that he only hears my voice. That's odd. Only my
Oh, I might
voice.
have had my microphone off on OBS.
Okay.
So you
Well,
should be hearing me now as well.
cool. And I'm gonna just take a quick listen and see if I can hear it on my iPad. So if you two want to chat for a little bit, I'll be right back.
What are we chatting about? I did know that. Did you know that you're quite the plant? Did you know that you're a plant? Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, the puns. So how was your art stream earlier?
Real
Did you
quick
have something?
interruption. I'm not hearing Umbraquias for some reason.
Did you have your mic off on OBS, Umbra?
And Lucas is saying of Bob Ross that he just beats the devil out of his paintbrush. That's right.
Why, yes, I did.
Yay! We're fixing problems right at the start.
We're so professional.
Yep. And Mike-tron, hey, how's it going? All right, so we should be able to hear everyone now. I'm going to do one more test just of the levels and see if I need to boost anyone. Not their cars, but their volume. 1 second.
Yeah, Linwell
So,
says we chat about pumpkins.
so should we be talking again? Mana could fix the volumes.
Hmm. We could, or we could make this a CD situation.
So your Mana interrupted. How did your art stream go?
It went pretty well. I was drawing leaves of pepperoni to try and make new banners and stuff for under my stream.
Oh, That's exciting.
So I'm making the individual leaves so that I can start piecing them together and making the vines.
Your talk of pepperoni reminds me I've had too much pizza in the last day. Yeah, you both sound excellent. So we've got voices up, and Harem points out Silly Daker and Umbra doing the same thing. Yes, for those of you in my chat who might not know or who are new, this is something we do on Saturday mornings. We've had to take a couple of weeks off, so we're returning now. We have an extra sleepy arcane seamstress, which is why there's a nice big black square, well, rectangle in the top left corner. But I'm Art of Mana. Um, I am a family-friendly variety streamer. I play mostly Nintendo, retro, and indie. And to my, why don't we do? We'll go around in like a little circle. So right below me is Umbra.
Wait, Lucas said something about somebody not being able to hear.
This was, yeah, that was before we fixed it.
Okay.
Who are you, Umbra?
I think Mana's just trying to trap me into going first.
I always do, but this time, do you wanna meow?
Fine. I'm Umbra Quies. I am a plant-based educational streamer here on Twitch. I stream a lot of plant-based games. Lately, I'm streaming Etrian Odyssey, mostly on Friday, and Stardew Valley and other random stuff on Saturday. And I also stream educational Pokemon Friday nights on Selecting Start with Mana. Although Mana
Yay.
doesn't join me for my stream.
But maybe in the future, who knows?
Maybe.
Woo! If you'll have me.
I vote that we let the other pumpkin go first. Go next.
Okay, that's probably makes
Oh.
sense.
Hello there. I am Mr. Daker, a pumpkin who streams Stardew Valley with these people on Saturdays. I do occasionally stream other indie titles and just whatever I fancy when I have the time. Doesn't happen too often.
But you were saying that possibly more so in the near future. Is that still something that's possibly happening?
That's possibly I've gotten a lot more busy.
Okay.
So, still a slight possibility, but not too high
Okay.
of chance. What are you destroying now, Mana?
I told myself this was going to be a problem. I had two controllers on my desk, and one was my Pro controller for the Switch, one was my F310 for Stardew Valley, and I was like, oh yeah, gotta remember, Mana, that the one with the cord is under the one that is wireless. Pick up the one that's wireless, move it first, then get the one with the cord. I did not do that just now.
How dare?
Whoops. I'm gonna go fix that real quick. Pick it up.
I do have the game up now if you guys would like to log in.
Perfect. All right. Since I have a controller now, I can do that. Okay. Loading. We'll actually get some nice, lovely Stardew Valley music in the background, which will make things a little more interesting. Okay. So, yeah, now we just need to basically make sure that the music is good. My thought is, since Seamstress isn't here, whoa, I
I
definitely
think
went
she's
into...
on her way now.
Hey, guess what, everyone? I went into my farm.
Oh, well
How
done,
dare.
Mana. Well,
Um,
you can have a look around your farm. Arcane Seamstress just woke up.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I
Well,
am actually very confused. Oh wait, I'm going to refresh our Prism page because I'm something.
Oh yeah, it's just the Prism live feed is a little bit rough, but the actual feed I'm seeing on my screen is looking perfect.
Okay, yeah, the dashboard looks good.
Yeah. So Yeah, this is the year one farm. This is as far as I've gotten in the game. I have a scarecrow, and like one little crop. Poor Umbra. This would probably kill you, right? This is a travesty.
What day?
Well, I can't help if you're deciding to be an underachiever.
I assure you, no decision has been made. It's just a reality. Um, let's see. I can take a look. How do I find what day it is
I
again?
think you're on day 14.
Oh yeah, Sunday 14. Yeah. So I've made it 14 days into the game. I'm thinking maybe the game audio might be a little loud. Let me know if that's better, everyone. It's really fun music, though. I love the Stardew Valley tunes. They're really good.
Is this the same farm you were streaming from?
Yep. I haven't played any of this game outside of streaming. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to remember. I think the only thing I've really done is probably just mining, which is in keeping with everything. Herm says can only barely hear the music, so I guess I'll put it back up. And you all can tell me if it's good. I just don't want to drown out the voices, basically. But of course, you know, the funny thing is with audio, everyone's input or output, I guess everyone's earbuds or headphones or computer speakers or whatever it is are a little bit different.
So are our ears.
I mean, yes.
And some of us are plants.
Yeah, wow, I have not cleared any of this whole farm. This is pretty funny. My goodness.
What were you doing for 14 days?
That's an
Trying to
excellent
figure out
question.
controls.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, like,
Did you
I'm
ever
just
play
looking.
Harvest Moon?
Yes.
Okay, then you don't really have that much of an excuse.
No. No, actually, I will tell you, I'm really sure of what I did. It's that I was mining. That's the only thing I was really doing. I was exploring that whole aspect because that was new to me. So, yeah, I don't really think, and I think I was doing some foraging, and I did actually find the Juminos, and I actually did make at least one bundle, I think. So, or maybe I didn't, but I did something with the Juminos. But yeah, it was basically exploring some of the new stuff, and that's about it. I don't know if I've done anything really in here, interior decorating wise, but it doesn't look like it. But look, yes, yeah, I went fishing apparently, because you know there's fish there, and I have a slingshot or two, and a bunch of garbage. And yeah, I guess more fishing stuff and more foraging stuff and mining stuff. Yeah, so I guess that's what I did. Anyway. Champ, welcome on in. How are you doing? I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here so that I can join you both. And just chat with you for a little bit. Rejoin the Sleepy Time Farm. So how is everyone doing today in the Twitchiverse? In the chat?
The Twitchiverse. Oh yeah, I found out that my resurrection fern was not a resurrection fern.
What was it then?
I'm not 100% sure which kind of fern it is.
Oh.
But the fronds changed as it grew up because some plants don't always keep the same baby leaves as they do when they grow up. And it is definitely not a resurrection fern. So I
How
have
did
some other kind of fern that I grew from spores.
that is really interesting. Huh. So, I mean, it's a resurrected unknown fern now, right?
No, it's not resurrected. It's just born.
Oh, all right then.
They grew from they grew from spores.
Interesting. Well,
Because they
I
actually have a special, like, okay, you know how um okay, never mind. This is scientific, but I'm not sure how appropriate it is for Mana Stream.
oh, I mean, you can go for it. It's totally fine. That's 100% fine.
Okay, you know how with animals there's eggs and sperm, and it takes both of them to make an actual whole entire animal, right?
Mhm.
Okay, well, with plants, you have the pollen and the eggs doing the same thing, except for with ferns, what happens is that the um when it happens, it grows. Oh wait, never mind. That's mosses.
Oh
Ah,
no, are you trying to
I'm
lie to me?
no, I'm getting my I'm getting my plants all screwed up now.
I hate when that
Oh
happens.
dear.
Plant,
That happens to me a lot. Like not in plants, but in terms of just well, I'll be
yeah,
like, I
plant
know what I'm talking
reproduction
about.
is very complicated. But
See, it
basically, there is a specific structure that forms before you can actually get your fern,
okay.
and it's very recognizable because even though they are very very tiny, they are completely different looking from the adult version that you would expect to see.
Oh, interesting. Hmm.
I'm trying to remember exactly how that works because I know how it works in mosses and I know how it works in angiosperms, but which angiosperms are the flowering plants.
Okay.
But the ferns I'm a little bit sketchy on. The
Mm.
ferns and the fern allies.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, here you are, talking about, um, plant reproduction, and I get confused when I'm just talking about video games. I'm like, I know what I'm talking about, and then it's like, oh no. So, so I think you're fine. um, Champion Playa, welcome back in Nexo Phoenix Gaming. Um, oh, poor guy may have been out enjoying some festivities a bit too late last night and lost his voice. I hate losing my voice. That
I
is one of
hope
the
you
things
find
that's
it
never
soon.
fun. Look under every rock, leave no stone unturned.
Did you write your phone number on it? You really should write your phone number on it so that somebody can call you when they find it.
It's like back in the day with the NES carts. We would have, the NES game packs. We would, have Sharpie or whatever. We would write our names on them. Or the more egregious offenders would actually use one of those Dremel tools and actually drill in their names. Ugh. See, with Sharpie, I can usually get it off with some special markers, but with the Dremel tool, there's no recovering from that. But that being said, you might want to Dremel tool your name into your voice. I don't know. Aloha, alola. What is up? Welcome on in.
Well, I mean, if you don't have a Sharpie, I guess a Dremel tool works just as well.
Well, I don't know if it works just as well. It might work a little bit better in some ways and worse in others.
It's basically the same thing.
it's more along the lines
Yes,
of
Nukaho brought up the name Prophthalus, and that sounds about right.
ooh, Nuko knows what's up. Hey Nuko.
I have done my best to try and cultivate a group of people who are interested in learning.
And
And oftentimes
cultivate.
that means that they help refresh my memory. I need things.
That's awesome. And I like the use of the word cultivate because that's a very
You act like I used that word on accident.
I was just assuming I just uh. Champ says, in hindsight it probably wasn't a good idea to have a screaming contest with my friend. That's a bad way to lose your voice. Okay, what's the silliest competition you've had with a friend? That's the question I want to put out there to everyone in chat and to the both of you.
That depends on what you consider silly.
Well, I'll leave it to your discretion. What would you consider silly?
I don't have silly competitions. I have serious competitions.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I've had any silly competitions. I don't remember any recent ones.
Squid challenged me to a pun duel last night and quit after 8 minutes.
Oh, wow. You just couldn't keep up. I'll be honest, not surprised. Hey, Jakul. Welcome on in. I feel like you and Hacks and Snacks could probably go toe to toe, and I mean, I still think you're the queen of puns. I don't know anyone who I would say has a chance of winning against you, but Gleam is pretty solid in the pun department. Jakul asks why the top two screens are black. It is because we are actually just chatting whilst we wait for Arcane Seamstress to join us officially. Hey, Mandarin Bread, good questions asked. Here, I'll tell you what I can. Well, I can't do it actually. I should have left
Bumper
the.
could unpause and pause again real quick to let
Actually,
mana
yeah.
screen
Would you mind doing that?
appear.
Sweet. And then I'll hop on over here and I'll just step outside so that we have a nice looking farm. Oh, it's paused before I could get outside.
Oh no, it's almost black.
It's like it's almost black. It's me just coming out of the house. No.
It's such good
Now
timing.
I'm kind of torn between letting Mana have a not black screen or listen to him whine about how he almost had a beautiful view.
Almost. The light was at the end of the tunnel. So sad. So sad. Oh. Man. Mandarin Bread is still trying to figure out if Mr. Digger has an accent.
No.
Don't we all have accents?
I think we do.
I think we all have accents. So yeah, so I've just answered your question, Mandarin Bread.
Except me though. I don't have an accent.
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah. If harem with the spoilers. Yes, Dicker has an accent. Yeah, in the same way that I have probably a Pacific Northwest accent, Mr. Dacre has a not Pacific Northwest accent.
That's okay. I'll give you that much. I don't have that accent.
Mandarin Bread's accent is being silent. Man, I was so close to getting outside of my house. So sad. So sad. Jakul says, did it work? Unpause. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work, sadly. Not voice commanded.
Nope. I wouldn't let things be voice commanded like that.
I think it's so funny that it's just like perfectly, it's almost completely black. It's so close. You just timed it perfectly. Um, Champ, I have heard your voice before, and yes, you have an accent. The thing is that it's interesting because a lot of people consider a sort of, I guess you'd say like a, is it, oh gosh, what is it? There's a certain region in the U.S. that's sort of considered the um, accentless region. You know, kind of the it's the sort of generic, U.S. voice. But of course, you put that in a different context. You put that over in the UK, for example, it's gonna sound like an American accent. So, but in the 1930s, I believe it was, and the advent of a lot more radio programs and movie things, and trying to kind of create a universal voice. You did get actually these really interesting blends of various accents that were then kind of deemed the universal um, English accent in the States. So, um, and that was sort of the. And on today's Sleepy Time Farm, we've got, it was very kind of punctuated. And,
I
yeah.
don't think Arcane's gonna be able to make Spain.
Oh, is that what she's saying? Oh. Yes. You know what? Yes. In that case, I have a thought here, possibly.
That's scary.
Yeah.
How will we manage this?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Nukaho says everyone makes fun of the Jersey accent, but it's one of the regions with every little accent. It's true that it's based off what you're acclimated to. Is that how you say it? Acclimated to. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. So Seamstress is definitely out, everyone, for today. Unfortunately, some things came up. And you can, I'm sure, probably follow her on Discord or Twitter, or catch maybe one of her later streams and catch up with her. But for the three of us, we have some options. So we could see what other game perhaps we could collaborate on. We could turn this into a just chatting stream. We could take a quick pause and get off, which we'll probably have to do anyways, get out of Prism so that you're not seeing this 4-person grid. We could. Well, there was another idea I was going to mention. Oh, I was going to suggest that we try, before we get out of here completely, we could just kind of waste a day and not count it, not save. I was going to suggest we just try the arcade and see what happens. Just a little head-to-head competition.
We can try that. We just have to. We need someone to have an eye on the time. Because if we pass out, it will auto-save the day.
Even if we force quit the game before when we're done with the arcade?
As soon as we pass out, I'm pretty sure save goes straight into saving.
Oh, okay. Well,
That
we could
might
also
not work.
we could create another. Oh no, we couldn't because we wouldn't have the saloon. Okay, well that's fine. In that case, why don't I just take a quick peek and see what we have on Steam together? Everyone, what would you like in chat? We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants right now. What would you be interested in? Ooh, yay! I'm outside.
Oh, I unpaused it.
Yay!
You are free.
Yeah, champ. I'm trying to think what I would call your accent. I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Umbra? I mean, I know you have one, but I will say I'm not necessarily the. Thank you for watering me, by the way, Umbra.
Yeah, I had to. You were looking a little dry.
Ah, I like it. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't know. And in Red says I want to watch gameplay. Okay, I'm looking right now to see what games we might have in common that might be fun.
Yeah, considering I play largely single player games.
Right. I know that makes it a little trickier. But that's good. Thank you, Mandarin Bread, for pointing that out, that's what you're looking for. Okay, so let's find...
Well, we're still early in the season. So there's nothing major going on right now in the game.
What was the forest below? I see that on your Steam page. It looks kind of neat.
I was not. I liked the concept. I did not like the controls.
Ah, fair enough.
It's about getting the roots of a plant to grow in certain directions and stuff.
Mm.
It was a really neat concept. I like good parts of it, but the controls in certain parts made it almost impossible to actually do anything.
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah, one of those things where the controls make it so that instead of it feeling like it's your skill that's making you lose and you can get better, it feels like the controls are stopping you from
Oh, that's never good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I really enjoyed it overall, except for when it kept feeling like it was the controls that were keeping me from being able to do stuff.
That makes sense. I have an idea, actually. As I'm going through here, I saw Staxel, and it made me consider if we all have the Windows 10 version of Minecraft, would you like to just dive into a little Minecraft world?
The slight problem with that, the last few times I've tried playing Minecraft, I've had severe motion sickness issues.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I was really excited about Staxel and tried playing Staxel, and I got motion sick within a few minutes.
Okay. What about I see you have Don't Starve Together. I've never played that.
We might be able to do that. I can't guarantee we'll get very far.
Um, is this Magic the Gathering Tactics? Is that the new one that came out?
Arena is the one that just came out. Arena is not on Steam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. I'm looking at what you have on here that we could play. And what about... Ah, boy. Yeah, not a lot of options here for us.
Do you guys have Tabletop Simulator?
I do. I've never used it.
Okay, so you both have Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah.
Yes.
We could play stuff on Tabletop Simulator.
Do you have stuff set up?
I think there's some default games you can choose from, but there's also a game that somebody gave me and I haven't had a chance to try out yet.
Like a DLC game or something?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Sure. You know what? Let's do that.
Okay.
So, why don't we do a quick little maintenance kind of thing? Well, if we do that, should we just stream to our own channels and not use Prism? Probably, right? So that we have a bigger screen.
Probably.
Okay. So, everyone, if you'll give us maybe what, 10 minutes to get sorted?
Yeah, we will be right back.
Okay, everyone.
Catch
We'll
you in a
see you.
bit.
Stay tuned. Bye.